Hi again. Another problem with the coup press. It's the clutch slave cylinder. This offending article. When I press the clutch, it now leaks fluid out the end of here. What I'm having to do is change this. So this is a new one. We're going to take the old one out. And what I've found is a great little tip off a guy from America on a video on YouTube that I watched, and he clamped the master cylinder up, as you can see. So I just knocked up a little U-shaped bracket, a couple of bolts either side, pushed it down, clamped it up, and then when we put it onto the car we can connect the pipe and the bleed nipple with it being at the one end. The one thing we can do is we can move this around. I don't bleed it while it's connected to the gearbox. I do it while it's off and just connected to the pipe, so you can actually knock it up and down, and you can give it a bit of a tap so you can actually take out as much air as possible. They can be a little bit troublesome, but that's the best way I've found of doing it. So let's get the old one off and hopefully get the new one on without any problems. Alright, see you in a minute. Okay, so we go. It's there. Can you see? Everyone can see now. If you look closely, you can see where it's dripping off. It's dripping just here, where that little bubble of fluid is. It's actually coming out of here. You can see there's just fluid there, and it's just leaking. There you see, you're seeing a drip coming out there, and again. So I'm losing fluid. Okay, so I've undone these. I've just loosened them so it will undo, but I need to pull the clip out of here. Then that pipe just pulls out. Just got to check the seal on there. I may see if I've got a seal for that, and then push that into the new one, and then attempt to bleed it. So put that torch down. Where is there? I just use a quarter drive ratchet, a little 10mm socket. Like I say, I have cracked these free, so I'll just loosen that one and then I'll bob it up and behind. It's a bit harder to do on camera. I'm sure you get the gist of what I'm doing. Okay, so that one at the back of there is enough now, I think. Finger tight, so I can just work that one out. Sorry about the camera angle, it's not the best. Okay, that's nearly out now. Now fairly long, so I will continue to get them out and get this off, and I'll get this swapped over, and then I'll come back. Okay, so now you can see that I've taken off there. You can see it's dripping. I've checked this seal. The seal, there's a tiny little ring on the end of here. It seems to be okay, so I've just put a small amount of grease around there just so it slides in. And then what I'm going to do is push this into place and push that clip on. You see the clip? So it slides into that hole, and then that clip is pushed across into place. I've greased it up because, to be honest, I've just had a nightmare of a job of getting the old one off. I had to end up breaking around there. I'll show you in a minute, but let's get this on, and we'll see how easy this is. And then we can bleed her up. Okay, now we can see that I can put this on. I just put my glove on, and what we're going to do is just push that into place. Make sure it seats all the way down, and put the clip across. And make sure the clip seats correctly. And then you hit it in firmly. You should see that it clicks into place. Okay, so now we've got this on, you can now see that we can bleed this on the end of here. So we'll take off the bleed nipple. Okay, let me go get some tools. Okay, now we can see I've put a bottle on and I've just stood it on a brick just to get the height. I've got a pipe on there. It's a little bit low and I've got a bit of a kink in it, but it should be okay. At the end of the day, it's going to force the fluid through. It's going to give the pedal a bit of a pump. I'm going to make sure the fluid's high, and I'm going to bleed it through. I'll get everything else set up, and then hopefully I'll leave it so you can actually see. In fact, I'm going to get a pedal. Okay, back in a minute. Ooh. Now I have it all fitted. I've just spent the last 10-15 minutes bleeding it up. Then I just very carefully just let go with the bracket and then just put it in place. A couple of pumps on the pedal, and then I just loosened the bleed nipple, allowed a little bit more fluid to come out just to check there was no air. There was a small amount, and I'm going to monitor it over the next few days, see how it goes. But apart from that, I think that's it. Just make sure you get them bolts tightened up, these. Make sure they're tight. Make sure that that clip there, wherever it is, make sure that clip there is situated correctly. And I think everything should be okay. Okay, well, I hope that helps. It's kind of hard fitting it and holding the camera at the same time, but yeah. Alright, thank you for watching.